question I put to you is have you had to establish different strategies for supporting badged employees versus non-badged, I suppose?
Unfortunately, the trick is it's orchestration, right? So
Yeah,
you kind of have to. If I were just supporting, for example, a direct organization, that's easier, believe it or not, because that's do as I say, right? Hey, go do this. When you're supporting our indirect channel, when they have options, they can go somewhere else, or you have a customer that you have to kind of service the customer at the same time. That's different. That's so then what you have to do is you have to kind of bring both of those together and provide just a level of excellence, established level of excellence. And then from that, that's your jump off point. So regardless of who you deal with, this way you don't have to manage two different methods or, well, he was a direct technician, so we did this. Oh, so I did that and I spent more time because of that. You kind of just establish a level of excellence, and then you hope it trickles on down
yeah.
and everything else that we do as an organization.
And I suppose that's why there's that, significant investment in the technical writing department, for example, you referenced at the beginning. Things like that, having that documentation. I was actually just writing up a case study, completely different industry in the agricultural sector, but across a dealership network. So again, talking about third-party service providers. And one of the phrases I put in that is consistency is king when you're looking at that, and that comes down to you as the OEM saying, right, these are the benchmarks, the excellence. I think you
Yes.
referenced it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So with technical writing, with everything that we do, right? So we even have a newsletter, right? And it's the aesthetic that we bring to the table, right? So it's demanding quality across the board. Hey, how well does this document read? How, and not only that, but as you know, we've since we last spoke, we've moved from Remedy now into ServiceNow. We're a full ServiceNow house, and it's becoming kind of like the hub, right? It's part of our fabric of everything we do. And so when you're creating these knowledge articles, for example, because we had this established technical writing excellence, right? It's easy to port. And then you decide what you expose, what's going to be available to the internal support or external support. But yeah, so it all when you build it almost like Legos, right? So as you're thinking technical writing, you're keeping the other side of the house in mind, right? When you create this article, you can't just think about what you're creating and the immediate need. You have to imagine, hey, how many people are going to access this article, and how could being concise make a difference? I've shared this a couple of times with the ServiceNow organization. I've been doing a little bit, a lot of speaking on behalf of and involved in a lot of those forums. And like I shared in the World Forum in New York City at Javits Center, we're in the business of minutes, right? So if a technician can save 2-3 minutes, multiply that against 1,200 technicians in any given day, right? 3 minutes becomes a lot of productivity. So we're in the business of minutes, and so everything you have to take that into account, right, into your level of excellence as well. When you go in and you go, hey, can I do this more effectively, quicker? It doesn't mean a deterioration of service. It basically means that I'm servicing you as quickly as possible to free up our client to go make money, right? They're in the
yeah,
business of making money. I want to be when we're involved in service. Basically, there's some sort of disruption to their ability to make money, right? So we have to kind of get in, get what they need, deliver excellence, and just pop right back out, right? The fly on the wall. Hopefully, if you're doing it right.
yeah. I've often said, the best service is often service, and I was saying this a long time before we got to the point where we're at now, where we can do a lot of remote diagnostics. But the best service is always the service that's almost invisible. It's the service that, okay, there's an issue, and especially when we can get to a proactive point on that, where we can say to the customer, look, this is going to have to be fixed at an X, Y, and Z point. We know that we're coming into 2-3 weeks of failure. When is convenient for us to get in? When can we come and fix this? When you're not having downtime, and it's all part of that conversation of, you know, when yeah, we might be doing things remotely. Yeah, we might be saving ourselves money actually by not having to send an engineer across 2 states. But actually, what we're giving you is we're giving you the opportunity to get back to making money, like you say, making money quicker. Okay, hopefully you found that really useful as a service leader. That's what our purpose here is to try and help you as a service leader be the best that you can. That's why we've got a library of over 600 hours worth of content. That's why I'm always speaking to some of the best people, the smartest people in the industry. Now, the great news is you can access all of that content. We normally just charge £45 a month or £450 a year, but we're so confident in the value that we provide, we actually offer a trial for anyone that's new to field service news, and that is just £9. So if you're in the States, it's roughly $11, $12 at the moment. That's what? A couple of cups of coffee. That will give you 1 month of full access. All 600 hours of content, white papers, research, great conversations like these. Plus, it gives you access to the Field Service News Service Leaders courses, which is over 70 courses designed to help you as a service leader. Now, if you want to take advantage of this, do so quickly, because we only do these offers every now and then, because we can only accept a certain volume of members before we have to kind of make sure everyone's onboarded correctly. So the button down below will say unlock with FSM Pro. Okay, that's the button you click. You'll see a code just beneath that. Click that, take that code with you. The page will open into a new page, and you just pop that code just below, at the bottom, just below the payment section. That'll reduce your price down to £9. You can cancel at any time. So if it's not right for you, and I'll be honest, it usually is, and most people do continue on to have the full membership. But if it's not right for you, that's fine. You can cancel, and you've still got that access. You can still download everything theoretically, but most people find that because we're adding new content every month, it's a hugely valuable service. So take a look below, take advantage of this opportunity right now, and be the best service leader you can. Okay, take care.